Orange Sharif Show, Relax into Wealth. Let's talk about it, guys. I am here. It's a little bit late at night right now. Just left the gym. Like I mentioned, health is wealth. I work out every single day. It's a priority. But I want to talk about the topic about wealth and money and a really good saying that I heard. Relax into wealth. I think that's an important term. Instead of, grind your way to the top. You have to be very careful with the language and what you're saying to yourself and the way that you talk about money and your idea about money. It's really important to focus your mind and to use the right terminology and language about money. I'm trying to think where I remembered this term, relax into wealth. I'm pretty sure it was Bob Proctor that said this to me. But that's a really nice saying. Relax your way into wealth. You want to easily and stress-free your way into big money and wealth. People think you need to really grind and hustle and damage your body and your mind and your family and your connections just to get rich. And I wouldn't do that. I personally did that myself in my 20s, trying to get rich doing real estate, and I was very stressed out. Everyone knows this story, what happened with my heart and nearly dying. So I have a new mantra, and I say, relax into wealth. It's a much easier term, and you kind of, it's your perspective on how you see your situation. And if you're someone right now, you really don't have a lot of money, and let's say you're financially struggling, I get it, but you have to think about your perspective on the situation. Many times Bob Proctor told me, if the way you look at things, if you look at it differently, the situation changes. But you see, woe is me, I'm losing, everything is going wrong in my life. It's very difficult to get yourself out of that because you're stuck in this cycle. So I think a better terminology is relax into wealth when you're in the middle of building your company, your business, or your dream. You want to relax your way into wealth and get there a little quicker. And the purpose is life is very short. So you want to enjoy your journey to the top if that's where you want to go. And relaxing your way into wealth is a better way to do it instead of grinding and hustling and I'm grinding every day. That doesn't feel good. It feels like you're grinding your bones or something like that. I don't like that. So I like the terminology relax into wealth. That's better. And I think that's probably a better feeling and a better vibration to be in. Relaxing your way into richness and greatness that you deserve. And I also like the term you deserve. I think you do deserve to be rich and happy and successful. And perhaps this is the first time someone is telling you this, just because you might be conditioned with your family and your friends that, maybe you don't deserve to be rich and happy. But I am telling you, if you're listening to me, and you can replay this back, you deserve to be rich, happy, and successful. That's your birthright, is to be rich and happy. You're not supposed to be poor and struggling financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You deserve to have happiness and peace. And if you deserve to be rich, you should be rich. So I think, you have the ability to do that. You deserve to have richness and happiness in your life. So relaxing into wealth is the way to go to the top. And this came from a few coaching calls with some private clients of mine. And they just weren't very happy with what they were doing. Even though they were making money, just the way that they were doing it, they weren't happy about it. And there's so many ways to make money in business and life, but your perspective and how you do it is really important. So this one client of mine was telling me, yeah, I'm making a few $1 million, etc., but I'm killing myself doing it. I'm grinding. He just kept repeating, I'm grinding. And I told him, this isn't the way to richness. I mean, yes, you've achieved already millions, but you need to change the perspective of how you're doing it and your language around money. You're constantly saying you're grinding. This is taking so much out of you. You gotta, first you have to stop saying I'm grinding every day and say I'm gonna relax into wealth and the richness and the money that I desire. And you'll feel a shift in your body and your mind and your frequency, and that'll put you on the right frequency. So many times growing up I would say the same stuff. I'm struggling, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It was very negative. And now I have the saying, I say this to myself all the time, I relax into wealth. I freely and enjoy my journey to achieve my dreams. And I think it's important what you say to yourself and how you get there. So be very careful what you're saying to yourself. Bob Proctor would tell me this all the time, one of my first mentors. Be very careful how you're speaking to yourself, your inner dialogue and your inner language. It really could change your life. So that's what I'll say about relax into wealth. And the second thing is, make sure you have your goals written down on a piece of paper or a card that you carry around. I call it the goal card that I learned from Bob. But make sure you write down exactly what you want in terms of richness or money, and you write the exact dollar amount. Don't just say you want a bunch of money. You need to be very specific. You want to earn this amount of money per month, per year, in your lifetime. What do you think your net worth would like to be? You can just pick exactly how much you want to earn. I know that sounds preposterous, but you can pick, I want to earn this amount of money per hour, per week, per month, per year. And I could go into more detail in another talk, but make sure you write down exactly how much you want. It's really important to figure out that exact dollar amount. Having that exact amount will put you on the right frequency and mindset of attracting exactly what you want. So pay attention to your inner dialogue. Repeat to yourself, I am going to relax my way into wealth. Stop saying I'm grinding every day. That's not a good term. I'm grinding. You want to repeat, I am relaxing into wealth. Money comes to me easily and flows into my life, effortlessly. Stuff like that, and I probably will make some type of money affirmation, money meditation, and you guys can listen to that. I used to repeat this to myself all the time. I still do now. I just adjusted it. But Bob taught me this money affirmation, and it goes like this. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me through multiple sources in increasing quantities, every day. Something like that, like per day. So I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources every day. So I would start repeating stuff like that and use it to help you put your mind on the right frequency and what you want to do. So thanks for listening, guys. Stay tuned for more tips on the Orange Sharif Show.